Hello and welcome to what's getting towards the end of my playthrough of this excellent game on the PlayStation 4. Now, we've just had the Jericho scene, and I'm assuming this is a flashback because Jericho happened at night and Kara's trying to catch the last bus to Canada in about 2 hours' time, and this is taking part during the day. So I'm guessing this is Marcus going back to speak to his mentor, the guy in the wheelchair from the earlier videos, if you don't remember. And yeah, I think it's really cool that you get this multiple choice of various decision points, and obviously pretty much every choice you make in this game seems to vary stuff. I mean, that little bit at the end of the video you see where the big spidery diagram, that's all the different decision points you make, and some of them are just interesting sort of like side quests, for want of a better word, but some of them do actually unlock scenes in future episodes, gives you alternative endings. I mean, some scenes there's only one ending, some it's two, some it's I think there's one scene where there's like 4 possible endings, and in particular the actual game has multiple endings in variable levels of happiness, because obviously we've got Luther, we've got Alice, we've got Kara, we've got Marcus, and we've got Connor as the sort of main characters we care about. And various ones of those can live or die. We've also got the side characters, North and the guys from Jericho, for example. And this is an interesting little interaction here. There could have been a temptation to have some dialogue here, but because of the mocap being so good, you're actually allowing the actors to actually act, so the digital representations of them have just so much facial expression, and a lot is said without words, and that's why I really love this game. It's a little bit heavy-handed in places, but it's got beautiful little moments. Anyway, we're now back with our new Connor, because I managed to kill him off, and Amanda's not very happy, as we can see. So Connor is now going off to try and terminate Marcus again. Anyway, he's back to being a bit robotic, like our original Connor from the very first few episodes. But yeah, he's off to hunt down Marcus. In the meantime, Marcus, I assume this is shortly after the Jericho incident, is now sat in a ruined old church or cathedral, and he's got to decide what to do. Are we going to try and rally the humans or fight the humans, for example? Is he going to talk to various people? Now, depending on who's alive or sort of around, Marcus gets to talk to different people. So I think I've got 3 people I can talk to in this particular scene. And as you can see, Marcus there, he has the detonator. And that's one of the decisions you've got to decide. Do you use that weapon? Obviously, it's pretty bad for any humans. Not great for androids, but they could probably survive it. So anyway, he's going to go around and have a chat to various people. Now, when it actually comes to the endings, what I've decided to do is I'm going to play this through kind of straight to the sort of disastrous ending that I'm sort of building towards, and I'm going to make that available on YouTube. However, I do have a Patreon account, so there are some alternative endings, and I'm going to put those on my Patreon. And if you could support me over there, that'd be really good. Obviously, in these tough times, any support I can get would be really, really helpful. And I'm hoping going forward to be doing some more work both on my board game, role-playing game channel, as well as this channel for computer and tech stuff. So I'm probably gonna look at, I guess I'm thinking Nintendo stuff next on here, and then over on my board gaming stuff I got some cool bits to look at there. I've also started up a history channel which doesn't really have much publicly available on it right now, so lots of developments happening. But anyway, let's get back to this game right here.
How many of us survived the attack?
A few hundred? Maybe more if you count those hiding all over the city. If you hadn't triggered the bomb, we'd all be dead.
What's your system status?
I'm okay. The bullet didn't hit any components. You could have been killed trying to save me, Marcus. You have to think of our people first. Nothing else matters.
They say they don't want to take any risks with deviants, so they're rounding our people up and taking them to the camps for extermination. In a few hours, we're gonna be the only ones left.
In a few hours, it'll all be over. We'll have changed the world, or the world will have destroyed us. You have to make a choice, Marcus. But whatever you choose, we will follow you. I love you, Marcus.
So as you can see, because of the choices I've taken, North and Marcus have formed a pretty strong connection and are now lovers, in whatever that means for androids. And I think that's a really nice moment there where you can see sort of the stakes. It's, do we survive or do we fade away and become yesterday's news? Now, interestingly, if you take a slightly more passive route, I don't think North is quite so keen on you, but other androids are. So, yeah, I think this guy we're about to go talk to, if you take a slightly more passive route, he becomes much more friendly towards you. So, yeah, this is another really good moment where they'd be tempted to have some dialogue, but actually a lot is said without any words at all. So, yeah.
If it weren't for you, I'd be dead.
He's obviously
Thanks to
sort
you,
of,
I see her
he's not
free
that keen
will.
on Marcus. He thinks Marcus has made the wrong choices, being far too militaristic, but you know, he's got no choice to follow. And interestingly, there was a little bit of focus shift there, which I think when it works for background focus, you've got a beautiful like bokeh, as it's known, that sort of blurry background. But when the foreground's blurry, it just looks like low-res textures, doesn't look very good. So although I praised this game engine almost every single video, it's not perfect, and I'd love to see more games using this engine actually. But anyway, we're coming to the end here, and Marcus is going to make his decision now. Is he going to sort of lobby or fight? I think is basically the two choices it ultimately comes down to. And obviously, I've decided to be very militaristic, very confrontational. I think that's actually a bad idea for androids, but for this gameplay, that's what I've gone with consistently, is whatever the most aggressive thing is. So do we march peacefully or do we launch an assault? Well, I'm going for revolution. They want war, they're going to get it. What could possibly go wrong? Well, we'll find out in the next few episodes. Anyway, there you go, a nice quick little video, and I think this will be the last video for April that I upload. I need to get on with some board gamey stuff, but I will be returning to this in May, so expect to see some updates in May, which is only a couple of days away, so you won't have to wait too long. In the meantime, you've got plenty of videos to watch. So until the next video, take care.